arrived in the Marshall Islands here in Majuro after coming from Nandi, Fiji this morning at 5 in the morning. So yeah, finally here. We had a couple stopovers in Nauru and Kiribati, and up at 2:30 this morning. And I overbooked the hotels here in the Marshall Islands. I booked 2 hotels, and I also booked for the wrong dates for tomorrow for 2 nights, and I'm only here for tonight, 1 night. So I gotta figure that all out. I've heard Hans, who is a world traveler that I met yesterday in Tuvalu, he said that there's some great sashimi here, like super fresh, really good, and so I'm really excited to have some good fresh food. It's been a while. It's been a lot of airplane food, a lot of carbs and sugar, so I'm really looking forward to having some fresh fish, some nice fruits and veggies, and just kind of taking advantage of my time here in the Marshall Islands. So I'll see you guys later. Bye! Ooh, long travel day, and I gotta show you my view. This is like one of the 3 hotels on this island, so let me just show you this view here. I mean, there's AC in here, which is great. So right now I actually have to figure out booking because I like booked this for 2 nights and it's only 1 night and I'm leaving soon. So yeah, we'll see you later.
You're up. And she's down.
That's the upper body strength of a dying giraffe.
Alright, little bow.
I'm gonna try and get bumped up to first class. Cross my fingers. I'm pretty much just gonna ask them if they have any upgrades. I hope I get bumped up. Drinking my coffee, waiting for my flight. This is where I'm sitting at the airport. Leaving the Marshall Islands now, headed to Micronesia, and yeah, it's raining. Bye. Hi, thanks. Just arrived in POHNPEI, Micronesia. Finally here. This is it. Whoa, this is the first break I've had since the Dominican Republic in pretty much a week, but it's been Dominican, Kiribati, Nauru, Tuvalu, Marshall Islands, and now Micronesia. So 6 countries in a week exactly. And this is the first time I get the chance to like be here for 2 days and relax. And this is the place. Oh my God, this is amazing. It's like hardwood floors. And just look at this view. God, this is amazing. In POHNPEI, Micronesia, you guys, I'm so happy right now. Not only do I get a break, but I get to check out this amazing view every day, every night, every morning. It's been close to 20 flights in the past 7 days, 6 countries, and I finally get a break. This is like, apparently they have pretty good internet here on this island, and they had it at the airport. It was free and it was so fast. So yeah, this is good right now. Let me show you guys something else that they have. Fresh sushi. Morning, I have to plan my next week of travels, which is gonna take me around pretty much Southeast Asia. I booked everything initially until today, and that got me through the remainder of Oceania, but I have to book week by week, especially with flights and everything, otherwise I just get discombobulated. It was a great night here. This is the most comfortable bed I've slept in all of my travels. I'm probably gonna spend the next 2 hours booking all this stuff, and then hopefully I'll be able to do something, see some stuff here, but it all depends on how much I can get done. It's gonna be a lot of work today. Hey, so a few things that have been on my mind lately. I hear either one of two things on this trip. People think that I'm on a vacation. Some people think that I'm not seen enough. What's the point of going to all these countries if you're not seeing anything? When I see comments and talk to people in general, I mean, people always have negative things to say. Always people are going to be judging other people, always. I don't, but other people judge me a lot, and I know that. Can never win, can ya? Firstly, I'm not on a vacation. Let's just put that aside. Here I am in beautiful POHNPEI, Micronesia, and I couldn't do anything today. I couldn't go out, see anything. I couldn't go to the rock, the waterfall, the ruins, because I had a lot of work to do setting up these meetings in Asia, and I'm only here for one day. If I were on a vacation, I would be going kayaking, snorkeling, hiking, boating, kite surfing. But this is not a vacation. There's a lot of work to do. Since I do everything for this expedition, I am held responsible, I'm held liable for all of my successes and all of my failures. I'm not on a vacation. There's a lot of work to do and I have to do it all on my own. I also don't want to be on a vacation. There's gonna be times in my life when I'm gonna be able to spend more time in countries around the world and go to new places and new territories and new colonies and actually go with friends or go on a vacation. This is not a vacation. Interestingly, someone said something to me the other day when I told them what I was doing. They said, it's a dream and a nightmare. And he couldn't be more right with that. Some of the aspects of this trip, about 40%, is really not fun. And it's very hard, very difficult, very stressful. Okay. The other aspect of this expedition, you're not spending enough time in these countries. Why are you going on this sort of trip if you're only gonna spend a few days there? I'm trying to break a Guinness World Record for traveling fast to every single country in the world. And I try and maximize my time and see as much as I can in these countries, but I'll be honest with you, in about 15 of these countries, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. And in about 10 of them, I'm only seeing the airport. To date, I've been to 117 countries, and I've seen the airport only in 4 of those countries. So no, but you know what? I love doing things fast. I love jumping around quickly. I have zero patience. I don't have any patience. I homeschooled myself junior year of high school because I needed to do something. I needed to go somewhere. I needed to do something different. I've been to 5 colleges in 3.5 years. And I left a semester short of graduating so that I could travel to 26 countries on my own and practice sustainability consulting with $2,000 in my pocket. I love going fast. I'm doing this Guinness World Record because I love going fast to these countries. I love only spending 2 to 5 days in these countries. I love it. If I had the opportunity to spend a month in these countries, I would not be able to do it. As much as I'd love to see more in all these countries, I'm the one obtaining all of my funding for this expedition. This expedition is expensive, and it is so expensive to travel to so many countries around the world. I'm always trying to find funding. The more funding I get, the more I have the opportunity to see that country, to spend more time in that country and to see something. If I don't have that funding, I have to get in and get out to go for the Guinness World Record. I'm obtaining funding on my own. I'm handling sponsorship, endorsements, branding, social media updating, filming a documentary, visas, travel logistics and planning, vlogging, blogging, the meetings with the students, organizing meetings with the dignitaries and ministers of tourism, trying to find hotels to sponsor me throughout this expedition, specifically sustainable hotels, trying to work on the next steps. What am I doing after this? Everyone asks me, what are you doing after this trip? How am I gonna make money? How am I gonna live? I'm trying to work on that now. I'm trying to work on that while I'm going to all these countries and doing all these things. So it's really, 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 really easy for people to say, you're not seeing anything in all these countries and you should be ashamed of yourself. It's so easy to say that. It is difficult to see everything in every single country of the world. I have a whole lifetime. I have a whole lifetime to see everything. And this trip purposely is not to see everything in every single country. The main purpose of this trip is to break the Guinness World Record and support a good cause, promoting peace through sustainable tourism. Meeting with university students and inspiring the youth all around the world. Quite frankly, don't know if there's anyone who's been to 196 countries while promoting a humanitarian aid project in upwards of 50 of those countries. I'm not able to help these countries and these communities and these environments nearly as much as I'd like to. I'm able to just make a small difference, but that's all that I can do, given the time span that I have to break the Guinness World Record. I'm trying to do two things at once here. If I were just going for the Guinness World Record, I would feel so selfish. And there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could just try and break a Guinness World Record going to all these countries without supporting a cause, without helping the world. That's why I'm focusing on the humanitarian side of it, meeting with university students, planting trees, collecting water samples, meeting with ministers of tourism, spreading the message of peace through sustainable tourism. That's why I'm focusing on that message as well. My goal, rather than going kayaking in a country or seeing that country, my goal is to actually promote the humanitarian aid project and get through that country to the next one so that I have the opportunity to help change the world. Few people have traveled to the extent that I have, and I know some of those people and they can relate. I don't know anyone who has traveled as quickly as I have to so many countries, and there's no one that I can talk to about it or relate to about it because no one's done it. And I don't think the general public understands how taxing it is. If someone gave me money to explore a country more, I would love the opportunity of that, but you gotta understand, all the funding is coming from my hard-earned work. There's a huge risk being a woman traveling alone to so many countries, and so many countries that are dangerous. So companies don't see the value in providing me funding because they see the risk as being greater. So finding funding for me is very, very, very difficult on this expedition, and that's why I'm not able to experience these countries as much as I would like to. I'm trying to break a Guinness World Record, and I'm also trying to work on a humanitarian aid mission in 50 of these countries in less than 2.5 years. If I can succeed in doing that, that is a huge accomplishment. This trip is everything to me. It's a life project. It's a legacy that I want to leave behind. It's everything to me. And when people judge me for it or speak horribly about what I'm doing or whatnot, it really affects me. And it's really not necessary. You know, until you walk a mile in that person's shoes, you have no idea. And I don't tolerate judgment from anyone. I'm telling you what it's like and what this expedition is to me. And I can only hope that you'll just support me in this, you know? And if you don't like it, or if you have something bad to say, move on and don't say anything bad at all. You know, just move on. We have to support each other and not judge one another. And if you really want to judge someone, take a step back, get off the computer, and go for a run. I'm trying to work really hard in getting this expedition finished successfully, just understanding. Thanks, guys.